Are you a drummer who loves samba, whether you play matched grip or traditional grip? In my opinion, it's essential for you to know how to play a downstroke when playing samba or any other musical style that calls for dynamics. In other words, playing some notes loud, some notes quiet on the caixa or the snare drum. If you're not yet familiar with what are widely considered to be the four most basic strokes on the caixa or snare drum, please refer to our playlist on our Learn to Play Samba YouTube channel called Stick Technique. But just for review here, we have our full stroke or bounce stroke, which starts high and ends high. That's an accented stroke. We have our downstroke, which starts high and ends low, which is also an accented note. We have our tap stroke, which starts low and ends low, which is an unaccented note. And we have our upstroke, which starts low and ends high, which is also an unaccented stroke. Of course, there are other basic strokes, but these four are a great starting point. Now, why am I saying that the downstroke is so essential? Well, because the downstroke enables us to play a loud note followed by a quiet note. For example, a downstroke followed by a tap, okay? And if you don't have this technique down of being able to play a downstroke where the rebound is short, when you go to play that tap stroke, it's not going to be so quiet. If you go like this and your rebound is up here, it's going to be a much louder stroke. You can't really tell so much on this practice pad here, this beautiful practice pad by Contemporâneo, but when you play on an actual snare drum, you're really going to hear when you're really going to hear that distinction when you have a really short rebound. Okay. Now, how do I get that? Well, what I do is in my right hand, my dominant hand, I release the grip a little bit from the stick, and I throw the stick down with my wrist, and as soon as I hit the head with the tip of the stick, I gently pull the stick into the palm of my hand. So what that does is it prevents it from bouncing back up, and it prevents it from me burying the stick into the head and creating a buzz stroke, okay? So I'm essentially going like this in my right hand, and if I'm using traditional grip in my left hand, I also release the grip, and I rotate my forearm, and I just gently grip the stick between my thumb, first, second, and third fingers upon impact. I try to go for about an inch rebound, okay? So let's learn how to play what is widely considered to be the most basic pattern for samba on the caixa, called the batida reta, or straight ahead beat, which involves a downstroke followed by a tap and another tap. When we play that second tap, we're going to do a silent upstroke in the left hand, followed by a downstroke in the left hand. At the same time, we're doing a silent upstroke in the right hand, and then we do another downstroke in the right hand. So we have down, tap, tap, down, down, tap, tap, down, down, tap, tap, down, down. Okay? So if you can really get this going, down, tap, down, tap, down, tap. Same thing in the left hand, down, tap, down, tap, down, tap. It'll help you play the batida reta or any other samba pattern or any other pattern that has dynamics in it on the caixa or the snare drum. Okay, of course, the batida reta and all the other patterns for samba on the caixa also involve a special spacing of the subdivisions, which creates that special samba feel or swing, but that's a subject for another video. If you've enjoyed this video and you found this information to be helpful, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.